Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and in this video, we're going to be looking at Humbl. I just want to let you guys know, keep you guys up to date. I did mess up my finger playing basketball, so bear with me if the videos do take a little bit longer to come out. I have to edit these by myself. I am a one-man team, and so this being my dominant hand, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. However, we're still here. We're still grinding. We're still putting in work. So let's look at Humbl today because Humbl is finally back up today, 12.77%. Last week, we had a strong close. You can see that we closed right above our 50 SMA. And then today we went absolutely nutty and we had a strong day with volume as well as a strong day in share appreciation. So tomorrow we should be looking at resistance at our 100-day SMA right here at around $13, $14. However, I do think we could even get a test of this top level of resistance at around $20. And so now with Humbl, what I want people to understand is at these levels, we will most likely get rejected. And so that does not mean you should sell your position at this point, but what we want to see with Humbl is we want to see the price action get back to this 50 SMA, and we want us to hold that line. So for example, let's use this yellow line, which is our 20-day as an example. We bottomed out. We came up right here. This was our nice surge that we saw. And here's where we got our confirmation that this is going to be a level of support. You can see once we broke down from it, we clawed our way back and then we surged up. And so we want to see the same thing happen here with our 50. We want to see our back test. Once we get our back test and we confirm our 50-day SMA as a level of support, that is going to be a very strong level of support for us moving forward, and that should lead us to another uptrend. The reason why I also would like to see the back test is because that would cool off our RSI. That would bring our RSI back down a little bit, and then we could start our next leg up. And so I want to quickly just look at our MACD right now because our MACD had a very nice curl up. So for the last month or so, we've been kind of just hovering sideways. We would go under, we'd go over. So this was a great sign of consolidation during this period. And now here we are starting to break away from our signal line. So this is extremely bullish. However, I still do expect us to get stomped out by resistance, but this is a great sign moving forward. We should expect to see Humbl set higher lows in the next coming months because I do think we are ready for the next move here with Humbl. You can just see how clear and how nice this move was. You can see this was our triangle right here, and not only did we back test it, but we broke it to the upside. So this right here was our confirmation. And now when we're looking at Humbl looks absolutely strong right now. And so for people who have been accumulating this stock over the past month and a half, congratulations to you guys because this was a great time to accumulate. I mentioned before we aren't going to see the stock under $1 for too long. This pre-split was extremely cheap. We were looking at levels below 30 cents. And so we had a great opportunity to double up your position, triple up, and just kind of solidify your position in Humbl. And so again, congratulations to those of you who did. And so now that we have gotten our bottom and now that we have had a multi-month downtrend, I'm excited to see where our price action will go in the next coming months. I do think the next 3-4 months are going to be extremely strong for the market. I do think 2022 is going to be a rough year. However, I think this is going to be a solid close to 2021. And so the reason why I say that is because we have seen such a strong downtrend for the last little while. Our 2021 year-to-date gains are going to be misleading because of how bad the performance was. And so what usually ends up happening is we see a balance at the end of the year. So stocks either go really high up at the beginning of the year, they come back down, and so the year-to-date gains stay quite level, or it's the other way around. We see stocks plummet, but then we see them recover a bit just so the year-to-date gains aren't extreme. And so the reason why that is important is because people invest in mutual funds, and so we always need to make sure that we don't see super extremes on either too high or too low. And so when I see a downtrend for a while, it should be followed up by an uptrend just because that is how the law of numbers works. And if we're just looking at trends, you can't go down forever and you can't go up. And so when you stop going up, you go down, and when you stop going down, you go up. And so when we're looking at Humbl, we are on the way up. And so the price action today was absolutely stunning. 12.77%. I'm very glad to finally see that we have put in a significant bottom here on Humbl. We did get lows of around 65 cents. And so at this point in time now, everyone should be locked and loaded for their position. I am locked and loaded with Humbl. Humbl is back. And so let's just carry on. Let's just see what the stock does for the next 5 to 10 years. Humbl is going to be an absolutely stellar play. And another thing I want to mention is I'm not done buying Humbl. And so even though I have an extremely low average cost on this stock, if I start to see some things that are looking extremely juicy on this, I will pull the trigger and I will buy more shares on the stock. Sometimes I just need confirmation. For me in Humbl, that confirmation is going to be revenue. If I start to see a signal that revenue is going to start to grow exponentially, I will be buying at whatever the price is at that moment. Until then though, I am locked and loaded. I am waiting and I'm watching to see what happens with the stock. But again, like any other long-term play, if I see development coming across, I will be more than happy to buy at those levels. We know where this company is heading. We know the qualifications of this company, and we know how the world is going digital. And the one man that knows more than most people about blockchain is our CEO. And so Humbl is an absolute beast. And so if you guys enjoyed this quick little update, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs. So if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. If you guys want to get real-time alerts for buys and sells, come over to my Patreon and give that a look. Otherwise, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.